Welcome back to PWNcast. This is episode 18. We are in patch 5.4.8. I am going to be your fill-in host for a little while. Eli is going to be off searching for more flasks for the Warlords battle ahead. So it's going to be a little bit before you see him. Hopefully he'll bring the flask back so we have some stuff for this big battle. I do want to let you know that before we get started, I wanted to do a little shout out for Mass Medic. He is no longer going to be with PWNcast. Although we're very, very sad that he's not going to be here anymore, we're really, really happy. It's because he got a new job. It's a super important job. And with this job, it's going to take up all of his time. So rather than kind of be a little half-assed on the show, he wanted to make sure that he gave his all to the job because that's what feeds the family. So we're really, really happy for him. Hopefully we will have him back, whether it's a guest or maybe permanently once he gets settled in and get into the groove of things. But we do love Mass. Mm-hmm. We do love Mass.
Much love. He will be missed.
He will. But in lieu of that, we are also down Spamberger today. Last week, it was the Lonely Riders. There was two of us, and it seems this week it's also the Lonely Riders. So today we're going to be talking about a lot of things. We have a lot of things on the agenda. We're going to be talking about the new leatherworking mount that's going to be available for Warlords of Draenor. We're going to be talking about the Emerald Drake achievement, which is going to give you the Emerald Drake, the Gladiator Sanctum with the titles included, the raid release dates for Warlords of Draenor. We had a huge blue tweet regarding the Valor and Justice points possible change in Warlords of Draenor, and just some and some random Warlords of Draenor news. I did bring one writer, well, two writers because I'm a writer, but I did bring the other writer of Rohan with me. He is the troll that needs a mirror image to pick up the ladies.
That's right. Give him 3 what's best. I think that was great. I think my enemy in your guild came up with that.
Yes, he's not your enemy anymore, but yes, my second in command, Tyson.
No. He's. I'm pretty sure that we're not friends.
Backstory, he's the enemy because he beat you dirty in World PvP. It was a good game. It was pretty close.
It was.
We also brought Hots for Shots, which for the show we're going to call him Hots because I'm going to butcher that all show if we don't shorten it up. He is from the page Druids of WoW. How are you doing?
Woo. Doing good. How are y'all?
Well, we're Saturday night.
We're in it to win it, man. Now I have a question. Does he know about the episode where we should all be druids? Mm-mm. Did you tell him about that? We had an episode about that, and my biggest thing was we should all be druids. At this point,
it was a rant. It was a huge rant that he went on about being angry at druids in PvP, specifically arenas. So that's why he rolled the druid, because we should all be druids.
Yeah, and then after I did that, Elida made one, and Spamberger
I've always had one. I just
them.
Don't like it. I don't fancy the druid. I'm a lock till death do us part. So
go druids.
Right. Go druids.
Yeah. Not go druids.
They get bear form, cat form. They get cheetah, and they get to be a Shamu. Seriously, come on.
They do get to be. Come on. Whale, I have the glyph.
What's the point of being anything else in this game at this point?
Warlocks are hot, especially human warlocks. Nobody can deny that fact. You see a human warlock riding in through Stormwind, and you're like, oh yeah. That's the porn side of the undead and all that weird stuff, because there's nothing hot about that. Just.
Oh yeah,
the Worgans get huge horns. I mean, I don't know.
Size does matter. Size
always matters. As a troll, size it matters.
Just the tusks. Your tusks are small. I don't know what that means, but.
Oh.
So let's talk about our week in WoW. Friza, what'd you do this week?
This week what did I do? I didn't do too much. During the week, I don't get a chance to do a lot because of my hours. But when I do get on, I'll do a lot of questing. And I know we had an episode a while back. I wasn't a part of it, but I listened to it, and you guys were talking about there's so much more to do in WoW. Even though if you've done all the quests, there's still much more achievements, and there's more mounts you can get, and there's so much stuff that you haven't done. So every day I get on about 5 in the morning when no one else is awake, I'll go and do a dungeon or something to see if I can get a boss to drop a companion or something all by myself. So I've been trying to do that because I don't have enough time during the week to actually do PvP until the weekends, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm trying, during the week, I'm really trying to really get into that.
So you're a secret PvE when you hate PvE.
You will never see me do it.
You heard it
seriously.
here, folks. He pretends to be it. You heard it here. No longer can you deny it.
Hots don't know, but I don't do PvE.
At all.
So
not into it at all.
I will get, okay. My mage, he's had LFR tier, full sets, every patch. So it's very hard for me to get LFR because I hate grinding for LFR gear. If anything, you should never grind for LFR gear.
Yeah.
So I told myself I wouldn't do it. So if I was to ever get into a group of people that would grind 10s or heroics, I would definitely be into that. But if it has to be an LFR, I'm out. It's not even worth my time anymore. I won't even do it.
LFR has always been terrible and what everyone dreads.
Yeah, and then you're grinding for crap gear. It's like Walmart gear, and that's what you're going for.
I love my Whispering Eye that I got courtesy of the Shop Pride. You back up off my Whispering Eye. That's the best freaking staff I've ever had, and it does
I have Whispering Eye, but it's not the nice one like yours, though.
No, it's not. I think mine's Flex and then upgraded. I'm fancy. I banish all normals. Hots, what did you do on WoW this week?
I did a few flexes with some guildies. We're 11 out of 14 heroic guild right now. So we normally just jump on our mains and fuck around and flex a little bit.
Elitist.
No, we just like solo heal the first part. We have a disc priest that's ridiculously good. Then did a little bit of arena, not a whole lot. It's not really my thing. And then just ground for star shards or not star shards, but the little purple ones to get the mount.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then I'm also a raid leader for our guild, our second raid team that we're trying to put together. So we did a little bit of raiding this week.
Nice.
Got all the way up to Garrosh.
Wow.
It's about 3 weeks old raid group, but at this point everyone's fairly geared. So getting all the way to Garrosh with Garrosh is one of the hardest bosses, like even on normal.
Nice.
So you're talking about heroics too?
Mm-hmm. Oh, no. This is normal. My raid group is normal. Yeah, we should be transitioning to heroic soon, but I want to get Garrosh on farm before we do that because the rule of thumb is once you can get Garrosh on Garrosh normal, you can get the first 8 bosses on heroic easy.
Nice.
I know I was talking to Elida, and I don't know how it came up in conversation, but I was like, these guys are doing 100+ wipes per boss on heroic mode. Some of them are 200 and something. I couldn't imagine doing that, and that's ridiculous. Who has time for that? And then he goes, so you're telling me if you had a group that was hardcore like that, you wouldn't be involved? I was like, oh no, I'll be involved.
I'm down. You don't have to say anything else to me. I'm down.
Yeah, I'll be mad, but I'll be in it to win it. You know what I mean?
The worst investment I ever bought was a glass desk. It's because doing stuff like that, you get angry quick with people. Heroic Siege Crafter, I haven't attempted it yet, but when my best friend, who's also a Warlock, he pulls like 500, 600k DPS static, and they have like 200, 300 attempts at Heroic Siege Crafter now, and most of those are wipes, and that's just week after week. I was like, no. No.
That's a lot.
I have some news in what I did in WoW.
That's a lot. Oh, yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
This girl got her legendary.
Oh.
That buff, I went from 4 to 12 in 4 hours. 4 to 12 in 4 hours. I did the last 2, the first 2, done in 4 hours. I got it. And all you see, my husband, it was so funny, is all you see is, yes! Like, that's literally, you just look over at me and my hands are in the air like this, and I'm like, yes! And my husband's like, you all right? I'm like, I'm good. And it was all easy from there. I was a little worried about the Rathian fight. I'm a Warlock. Why do I have to be worried? I have a frickin' blueberry. It was cake. The rest of it was awesome. That's what I did, and I haven't done jack shit since because I got my legendary. I killed Ordos, and that's always fun because, boy, Ordos groups, they're They're the smartest people alive, the Ordos groups.
I haven't killed Ordos in so long.
It's Ordos is a little rough, so for those of you that are new to the Legendary and you get excited to go kill Ordos, don't pull all the ads when you're running to run up the stairs because you will die.
You will die and wipe your
Nobody tells you that you'll die. You just run thinking, okay, I'm good, I have the cloak, it's going to save me. It doesn't. You pull every ad in a 5-mile radius.
Wow.
So,
I've only done it once. I never went back. We wiped like 6 times, and I was like, all right, well, I'm not coming back here.
So let's jump right into the news to make sure that we stay on track with time. The first topic that I wanted to make sure that we talked about was this leather crafting mount that's going to be available in Warlords. This is huge because it's never happened. There's never been leather workers. They just make leather and find craftables. There's never been a mount. This mount, it's going to be, I want to make sure I'm accurate, 15 burnished leather and 10 sorceress airs are going to be what it takes to be able to make this, and you'll see it here on the screen right now. It's like a wolf type mount. What do you think about that?
Well, when I first heard, I go, have they ever had one? I don't think they've ever had one before, and I thought, leatherworking mount, that could be kind of creepy because it's going to be a mount full of like dead animals or something. That's what I thought. I was so confused. I was like, is it going to be like a motorcycle just filled with dead animals? I was very confused about that. I didn't really have an idea what it would look like.
Like an Edgar suit from what's that movie with Will Smith and Edgar suit?
What movie are we talking about?
What is it? I don't even know.
Aliens. I don't know.
Men in Black.
Men in Black?
He says the Edgar suit.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, something like that. Because I think leatherworkers have got to be some nasty people, man. In real life, that's some disgusting work. All right, just take the head off and just get the skin off of it right away. And I'm like, I'm not a real man. Like, don't do that. That's disgusting. So
either one of you have a leatherworking. Are you excited, Hots?
I'm a little bit excited. I mean, I've seen all the mounts come from all the different crafting professions, so it's kind of cool that leatherworking finally gets one. The only reason leatherworking was viable recently, other than the 550 gear that you could craft, is it has a faux bloodlust or heroism that you get from BC mats. But now it's actually kind of cool.
And you're not going to get that anyway because they're removing any extra buffs or anything you would have gotten from having that type of skill. But they're replacing it with the garrison skill, so I guess that'll equal. I mean, I don't really know. I don't have a beta. We're not cool enough to have beta. I want everybody to know that all of the page admins for PWNcast Facebook have gotten beta. None of the cast members have gotten beta, and I'm 100% sure it's because we talk about Blizzard not having budget and using one-ply toilet paper.
Yeah.
They frown upon that. So, Blizz, if you're watching, I apologize. It's fine that you have one-ply toilet paper. Just, can a bitch get a beta, please? Beta. Yep. Beta. All right. The other big news in this, I don't know why this is so huge because we can't even use it yet, but everybody on the interweb is talking about it. It's the Drake Collector Achievement. Originally, they came out and said, okay, for 250 mounts, you're going to get the Emerald Drake as your prize. They decided to change that. Now, with the Drake Collector Achievement, you will get the Emerald Drake if you acquire the following Drakes: Azure, Blazing, Red, Bronze, Blue, Sandstone, Black, Onyxian, and Twilight Drake. If you acquire all of those, your prize will be the Emerald Drake.
I think that's awesome. I think it's way better than having to collect mounts that you don't care about. I think it's going to bring a lot more people to go to the old raids to do something, a lot more friends to get a mount that you would have never gotten before because you want to get the Emerald one or whatever. Okay. But I think it's going to be really cool. I think it's going to get me, a non-PvE guy, to actually go out and try to do something in World of Warcraft that I've really never done before. Right. In my 7 years of playing this game, I've never actually gone that far and been like, well, let's go try to get something that's ridiculous. And I think I might go down that path.
Yeah, I agree with him, and it's kind of like the pet collector one, where you get like Mr. Bigglesworth and things like that, where you actually have a reason to go do everything and not just one thing at a time, like the achievement mounts for doing 10-man
Right.
Ulduar. You have to do all the achievements in 10-man Ulduar instead of, just doing sporadic little ones.
And it makes
Right.
sense that you would get a Drake for collecting the Drakes.
Yeah, exactly.
And it makes it awesome worth it when every time you get a Drake, you're like, yes, that's one down.
That's right.
One down. And all of a sudden you get the emerald.
I'm already halfway there.
I'm close.
Wow.
I'm not 100% sure. I'll have to check later.
Yes,
But
and she's a foxy one. She don't like to show herself for anybody, so I don't have her yet, but...
After I decided to farm for the NXT one, I got it on my second one. Along with the Raven Lord
You got
mount.
it second time?
Yep. But I've been doing it since vanilla, so, I mean, it's not like it's...
You're a hater.
It's not really my second time going in there. It's just the second
I'm
time
just
me
being
actually trying to
a
farm it.
hater.
Now, the Sandstone Drakes, those are ridiculous, ain't they?
I got really lucky and someone bought me one.
Oh!
That makes a good question. Are they going to change the way you can get the Sandstone Drake mount? Is it
Probably
No?
not.
No, I don't see him doing that.
Not many people have those, man. And I think they want to keep
If
it
you
that way.
want to buy me a Sandstone Drake, I wouldn't mind, and I would love you for it. Just throwing that.
That is
I'm a
awesome.
guild master, so I'm broke. Everybody thinks guild masters are
Yeah.
rich, but I've been broke since the day I started the guild. It just is what it is.
Yep.
This is a subject I'm super excited to talk about, the Gladiator Sanctum, which for those of you who don't know, it's going to be the World Arena when Warlords comes out. And in addition to all the things that the Sanctum is going to do for you, giving you buffs when you complete their quests, buffs that you can use outside of the arena, they're time buffs. I think it's like an hour or 2 hours. I'm not really sure on the times for the buffs. But this is the most exciting thing. You, after completing a quest line, it's the Nemesis quest line for the Gladiator Sanctum, which is killing other players. After completing all those quests, you get the title Warlord of Draenor.
That is epic.
I need it. I want it. Must have it. That is on our bucket list for sure.
That is really cool. No, I think it's awesome. I think the buffs are going to be a really cool thing to obtain. I know Winter Grasp had them, Toe Barrett had them, but were they saying that you're going to have these buffs after, like in World, or
from
just?
What I understand, it did say they were available outside of Draenor, so I don't really know. That's my own interpretation of it. I don't really. Sometimes the way that they put stuff on Wowhead isn't easily readable to where everybody really understands what the hell they're even saying. That was my adaptation, as that you would be able to take it outside of the arena, and maybe it might be a 24-hour buff. Maybe it's an hour buff. I don't really know.
Because I know I was watching a lot of YouTube of the beta people, of the beta, and the beta, and they had like jumping buffs. They had a couple other ones that I saw, but the jumping one is the one that got me because it looked super fake. But it was real. I didn't know that. Have you guys seen that YouTube video where they were? If you kill a certain amount of people or walk over something and obtain it somehow, you get a jumping buff and you can just jump over the whole land like the Hulk, like the first Hulk movie. They're jumping,
he did jump a lot.
like mountain to mountain. Yeah, that's what they were doing. So they actually showed them chasing people. So like they'd be like ganging up on one guy and he'd just jump out of there. And then all of a sudden 2 more guys jump out of there to go find him. It was pretty cool watching, I guess, that. But I'm not a big fan of taking that outside of
I'll do a little bit more
PvP.
research and see if I can talk to our admin Lycan who has beta. I'll see if he can tell me. He doesn't do PvP, but I can make him. He'll totally do it if I ask him because he's down for the cause. So another huge.
It's definitely gonna.
Go ahead.
I said it's definitely gonna be add some interestingness to World PvP and make people want to even PvEers are like, wait, there's a jumping buff. Like I can grind further without having a mount. What?
Exactly, and there's a speed buff too.
And there's a buff where you won't die if you fall.
Yes, that's another buff. Invincible, basically, when you fall.
Yep.
There's a buff.
And then I was gonna say it's gonna increase people that are actually gonna want to play the game, and they're not gonna want to die as much. Like they're not gonna run in there just to do it. They're gonna be like, well, if I die, I'm like that close to getting my buff. I'm not gonna die right now. And they're really gonna try to play the game just so they don't. And that's what you want. You want people to really try.
Bum rushing.
Yeah. Oh, I hate that. Altic Valley. Yay!
Yeah, right.
And when are they gonna fix that? I know. I'm gonna rant. Go.
No ranting.
No rant.
The raid releases, they did release those dates. As we all know, they don't ever release the raids at the same time they release the expansion because they want everybody to get a feel for the lore of it and how all that stuff goes. The dates are, the raids are not going to be open for the first 2.5 weeks of the expansion drop. Normal and heroic high mall after 2.5 weeks, so about December 2nd, they're going to allow that content to be available. And then mythic and LFR high mall will be a week after that, so December 9th, and then several weeks later will be the second raid that will drop. So looks like they're just going to release it in small little tiny patches, which they did that for Mists of Pandaria, except they released Siege and then nothing.
Yeah.
Nothing for 2 years. There was nothing. We had nothing. Hopefully Blizzard has learned their lesson and is going to release throughout the whole life of the expansion to make sure that we constantly have something, because I will never, ever touch Siege of Orgrimmar after this expansion. I don't ever even want to hear the words. I don't care about heroics. I don't need to do heroics. I don't care about normals. I'm happy with my 561 item level. I'm good.
Oh.
Good. I say that now, but it's going to change the closer to WOD, and I see all these people with 580 item level, and I'm like, maybe.
What? You're not seeing that already?
I missed out on a lot. I missed out a lot in Mists of Pandaria about the whole raiding and heroic, not heroic dungeons. What are they called?
Scenarios?
The challenges.
Oh, the challenge modes?
The challenge modes. I missed out on all that, and I didn't really know that you could go to WorldOfWarcraft.com and look at who were the fastest people in the. That would have been so cool to get a group of friends and just go epic hardcore, and see if you can be better,
Yeah, they're definitely
they're rough stuff, huh?
They're really rough. It takes you down to a 563 item level stat. So
scale everything back.
Yeah, it scales you back to a 563 item level. The only thing that doesn't scale is gems. So the more gems you can have, the better off it is, and the better itemized it is. As a resto druid, me and one of my buddies were 2-manning all the way up to the first boss just for shiggles, but it's definitely not
it's timed.
easy. Yeah,
it's timed. I noticed
rough.
that.
Timed and rough.
But you can always restart. That's what was nice about it.
Yeah,
you can always restart.
Yeah, you can always restart. Most people waste flask and food in there all the time. You definitely want to be on your A game.
Yeah, and I never had a group to do that with. I was part of a guild that was all PvE.
We'll do that for Warlords. We'll experience. I'm going to make you PvE whether you want to or not. We're just going to go ham and we're going to do all that fun stuff. Also, this is another huge topic. Blizzard had tweeted a blue tweet. I didn't know what blue tweet meant until recently because when people said it, I'm like, what? Who just cares? What does the color matter? I learned that blue tweets usually mean that's if it's blue, it's happening.
It's an admin.
Right, and I didn't know. I'm just like, who cares if it's blue? Natural Blonde missed the concept. So this blue tweet I'm going to read. This was from Blizzard. This is regarding Justice and Valor because there have been a lot of speculation over what they're going to do with Justice and Valor when WOD hits. What will be going away is Justice and Valor. Over time, they will be moved from their original purpose and given how widely available they would become, awarded from quests, scenarios, dungeons, raids, etc., stuff like that. We'd rather return to the original universal currency, gold. The final values aren't hooked up yet, but the old Valor rewards for completing your daily random dungeons and LFR wing will be replaced with a hefty sum of gold, which should make something like the gold turn-in for the bonus roll seem far more attainable, even for players who currently don't have much gold. So, great. If you're giving me another way to be able to buy shit, cool. If you're taking something out and giving me another way to buy stuff, cool. I roll and I get gold on Celestials for 3 fucking months in a row, pardon my language. 3 months in a row I've gotten gold. And on the extra roll. Great. Make it where everybody has a standing chance. The only thing that sucks is for the people that don't have old money, vanilla money. I always hear that term, my account has old money. I don't even know what that means. But these guys that have 500K in their bank, I think it's going to be a little crappy for those that don't have the gold, but it sounds to me like they're making a way for those guys to be able to attain the gold. So
I think it's a way better idea. Playing the whole game should be done gold.
You're broke. Why is it a good idea?
No, I'm broke now. I don't play as much anymore.
My husband are broke. I'm sugar mama. Because I'm an auction house hustler. I know how to work the auction house.
She is.
You're one of those.
She's pretty good. Hey, Fries is not broke. Just Masana.
A stack of linen cloth for 100 gold in the auction house and it will sell. I'm just kidding. Don't send me hate now. I'm kidding.
But I don't know. I think it's great. I mean, it's going to help the economy for sure. People are going to be wanting to sell all their stuff. They're going. Their professions are going to be insane, just trying to make money. And I think it's going to increase everything. I think the whole farming and reputation to buy stuff with Valor and Justice Points was absolutely useless in Mr. Pandaria. That was an absolute joke, waste of time. Oh, my goodness. I can't believe they even had it. And I'm so happy to get rid of
By the time you bought a Justice Points item, you already got something 10 times better by the time you finished farming and you ended up using your Justice Points towards honor anyway. I agree.
Yep.
I agree.
Yeah.
Oh, BOAs is true. That's true. But I would rather buy the BOAs with gold than have to grind a freaking dungeon 20 million times.
Well, they have the few that you can buy with gold, but to get a full set, you do have to buy.
And I hate that. I hate having to, it's dungeon time. I need BOAs for this tune. I'm excited about that.
It's definitely not favorable.
Right?
I'm happy about the gold. I think it's
also a catch-up mechanic because if, say, you just started playing 2 to 3 months into the expansion, and then you get all the way up to max level, and you're playing your tune, and then they're like, I don't really like this tune anymore, so I want to hop on an alt, and they introduce this, then you can just buy it with gold.
I never thought of that. You might be a genius. That never clicked in my head. Yeah. You are right, and I love you for that, because I do not like to dungeon on any of my other 90s. Bell, my lock, is the only one I will dungeon on. You are absolutely right about that. Cheers.
But you're not going to be able to get tier no matter what. You still have to earn your tier with the coins. With the, the boss has to drop a tier for you.
Who cares?
Yeah.
I'll go back to next expansion and use that as my old content.
I mean, like what I did whenever boosted Hotster Shots, I did PvP and got the 550 gear as soon as I could. And because I don't have the time or the money to go and farm on Timeless Isle for 532 gear.
I have 7 or 8 sets of every type of gear for every type of class for Timeless Isle, because when we have guildies that are fresh 90s, me and my husband take them to Timeless Isle, and in taking them, I have 3 90s banks full of Timeless Isle gear and burdens that I can't even use. Sits there.
Wow.
So any 90 I make will automatically have all that Timeless gear right away, so I can go right into doing LFR to get the rest of the crap I need. It's insane.
That's a good idea.
You should definitely invest in an enchanter of every type. Plate, leather, metal, and cloth, and just disenchant all of it.
He's telling you to disenchant it all.
Because he's right. On Belle, in her bank, I have 17 Burdens of Eternity that I can't even use because my item level is 561. What do I need burdens for?
That's because you're a hoarder.
It's bad. Yeah. It's so bad. I have a Tonka truck from 4 years ago in my bank. I don't ever use it, but it's sitting there in my bank. Okay, real quickly, I want to get into, I want to talk more about, HOTS, I want to talk more about your page, but I'm just going to rattle off some of the news that hit just in the last few days. I just want to rattle it off so the viewers at home, for those that haven't been able to get to the news. Battle.net has now attached itself to Wowhead. So for those of you that use Wowhead like we do, I use it every day. You had to go take a piece of armor off, log into your game, unlog out to sync it to Wowhead. Wowhead is now giving you the ability to log into your Battle.net through Wowhead, and everything syncs automatically. So we no longer run into that issue of you having to log into your WoW, take off your armor, go back to your Wowhead for it to sync to your tune and update. You'll be able to go to Wowhead. There'll be a button up at the top that says log in with your Battle.net. If you already have a Wowhead account, it'll direct you to the page to sync the two. So make sure you guys check that out. Also, There is a new animated screen, a new animated login screen for the Dark Portal. It's going to be right here, guys. It's pretty awesome. I
liked it.
Robin Williams NPC. I'm not going to talk too much about this. I'm just going to shoot the stuff out there because there's way too much crap on the internet about this Robin Williams NPC. I'm a supporter of it. I think it's awesome. But here's what they've done. They've named it Robin the Entertainer. He's going to have 2 transform spells. The 2 transform spells is going to be Transform Doubtfire and Transform Genie. So when you go to him, he's going to be human, and you'll be able to transform him into, or he'll transform himself probably when you talk to him, into a genie or Mrs. Doubtfire and vice versa. I thought this was kick-ass. I'm excited to see Mrs. Doubtfire. Hopefully it'll be the huge fake boobs because that's my favorite part about Mrs. Doubtfire. Miss Pandaria is on sale for $10. To everybody that's on a budget and people that have not even gotten into Miss Pandaria, maybe you brought a friend and they're new. Maybe you want to bring more friends. Now is the time to do it. If you have people that are not playing World of Warcraft, call them on the phone right now and say, listen, let's buy this shit right now because it's $10. It's going to save you money going into the expansion. Yeah. They always do this for every expansion. Everything gets super cheap. So make sure you guys check that out. There's new 3D models of the 2 bikes. And the name for the Alliance is the Champion Treadblade, and the Horde bike is the Warlord's Death Wheel. Go check those 3D models out. You get to do all kinds of cool twirl around stuff. Make sure you go to Wowhead and check that out because that's where that's at. And last and final thing on my list is Wowhead's still giving away the beta keys. For those of you that haven't gotten it there in week 7, go there, do whatever crap they want you to do, click enter contest, and get your guys' beta keys. There's been a lot more. There's new build patch notes. There's so much stuff. Go to Wowhead to get all the stuff that we are not able to cover because we only have a limited amount of time. Make sure you guys go check that out. So now I want to, Hots, tell us about your community, Druids of WoW. Tell us a little bit about that.
It's a pretty good community. There's a lot of debates here and there. It's not all about Druids. As long as it relates to WoW, then it's okay on it. But we do like a lot of fan art. We search and scour the internet for some awesome Druid fan art. People send in their screenshots of their Druids. We add them to the page. I try to give out as much Druid advice. There's another Druid on there that's like a rank 16 in the world, Boomkin, something like that. He's ridiculously good. He streams. I occasionally stream whenever I'm feeling up to it. Then we have the main owner of the page actually is an artist, and she does a lot of drawings for giveaways and whatnot. You just send in a screenshot or ask her what you want. And then we have an admin who likes to go and research and find out everything going on for Druids coming in Warlords, everything going on next patch. I mean, it's a pretty awesome community.
Anything big happening for Druids?
A lot of people are really excited about the level 100 Druid kitty talent.
That's the Claws of Shrivala. Claws of Shrivala.
Yeah.
A big tiger football player. Is that what we called that?
Yeah, I don't know about that.
That's Prowl Form on steroids is what that is.
Yeah, exactly. I was like,
if that thing comes at me on Timeless Isle, or if I'm in Ashran and a horde comes at me with that, I'm running and screaming like a girl, and I don't even care.
Yeah, it's definitely pretty intimidating, and I'm really hoping it's like a static thing, but it seems like something it should be a buff. And if it's static, I wonder how the incarnation is gonna look with it whenever kitties go into armor. Ooh. I wonder how they're gonna. Yeah. It's like, is it gonna just have like huge shoulder pads and just like breaking people's days, or like what's up here?
Or you can't do it at all. They won't let you incarnate at all.
Well, make sure you guys make sure you tell your community that me and Admin Lycan have we've started to record a series of videos for beta. What he's doing is he's doing each class, and he's picking he's doing each class, and he can't do every single spec for each class, but he's leveling them to 100 in beta, and he's taking notes, and he's recording gameplay, and then me and him are doing 20-minute videos of new stuff that's in effect for the latest build. So I'll make sure that when it comes to the Druid portion of it, that I put that stuff on the page for your guys' community for the Druids, and they can see the other videos. We're about to put up the Death Knight one because he did cover the Death Knight stuff. And if there's anything that you need specifically, your other admins are more than welcome to contact us at PWNcast, and I can have him check out any of the beta info. He'll totally roll a tune and do it just because that's what he likes to do. So.
Sweet. I'll definitely take you up on
He's
that
really
offer.
cool.
Well, we went through really, we were very efficient this episode, and I want to talk real quick. I want to talk about that. We are going to be changing the way that we do the PWNcast news. Effective next week, you guys are going to start seeing a 30-minute episode, which is going to consist of the news, fast, quick, what you guys need to hear. And then after that 30-minute video, at the end of that video, there will be a link for you to view our PWNcast After Hours. The PWNcast After Hours is going to be the rest of the stuff that we normally put in the show. The fluff, our take on stuff, my rants, Fry's rants, everybody's rants. It's going to be just kind of like another 30 minutes of stuff that maybe we didn't cover on the show that's just interesting. But what we're trying to do is we want to get the news to you as fast as possible without you having to sit through an hour of stuff maybe you don't want to see. So be looking for those changes. Get excited for that kind of stuff. We have launched our website. It's PWNcast.net. Make sure you guys check out the site. We have really great things going on there. We have an admin Lycan. He's our content director, and he's doing such amazing things with these WoW articles that he's writing. This is not him pulling from Wowhead and pasting it. This is his rendition of what he is taking away from the news, and he's putting a nice spin on it, and it's something interesting. Make sure that you like the Druids of WoW page. The link will be right down here. Make sure you guys go check that page out. Is there any other pages that you're involved in, Hans?
Other than the one for HOTS, I've seen a few. I have a few friends that run some. Most of them are more like artsy, likes.
Okay.
Well, we're going to put your link up on the website too. So if you guys want to get with Druids of WoW and you want to go show them some love and like their page, go to our website under community links, and you're going to see their link there. Also, for our contact information, everybody knows it's facebook.com/PWNcast. Make sure that you subscribe to our YouTube. But more importantly, if you go to our website, you can contact all of us via email on there. All of our email addresses are listed. I'm no longer going to list all that stuff in the show because if you guys need it, you can easily go online to get it. So, that was a lot of anything else?
Hey, you did.
People keep sending me friend invites on the game at Frosty. It's Frosty1321, and they send me a friend invite, but they don't tell me who it is, and then they don't contact me. So don't just friend me. I want to play with you on Saturday. Let's have fun in PvP and arena. So I get a lot of friend invites all the time, and I need you guys to like leave some type of message saying, hey, let's play this Saturday at this time, and let's do some arenas and let's die together. Then I can plan that out, and then we could do that. But sending me a friend invite's not really doing that.
Before we go, I know you wanted to talk about the tributes, the in-game tributes for the PvPers.
Oh, I love it. I absolutely love it. So I'm watching a new Swifty video just came out, and he has his own guy in WoW. So like in Altic Valley, remember those generals that would run out, and they would go help your team fight the other team, and they had to kill him? Well, now Swifty is one of those generals. He has his own character. Hodded has his own character, and they come out and they do their own. They have their own abilities and whatnot. Well, I guess every famous YouTuber is now an official. It's really
streamer, Twitcher, game. I guess would be.
Yeah, I call them YouTubers, but
YouTubers.
Yeah, well, YouTubers, or whatever. Either way, they all have their own. I did look for a list today, and I cannot find anything
that's ever been famous on Twitch
list.
Now has an NPC. I think it's great because they're giving back to the community. They are streaming. They're helping players improve. They reach out to their fans. I don't have much contact with Swifty, although I have tried. He's a tough one to get at because we've tried to get him on the show. Hodded, though, is one of my favorites in that community, and the reason he's one of my favorites, for those of you that don't know, Hodded is very much a real person. Hodded, out of a list of 1 million people that I have tried to get in contact about being on PWNcast, Hodded was one of the only individuals that was not so big-headed enough to not even care to give me a response. He responded very promptly. We talk every now and then. He's really busy, but he was the only one in a long list of ones that he really cares. He cares about what you say. He wants to hear what you have to say. He really genuinely, and this might change, fame changes people, but he's a nice guy. He's super skilled. This guy is a badass with a boomkin. If you haven't seen it, if you haven't seen Hotted's Twitch, Hotted89, you guys need to check that shit out because this guy is a beast. Leave you scratching your head like, what just happened? So,
I should have stayed in bed. I should have stayed in bed. When you fight people like that, you're just like, why did I even log in today? This was pointless. You know, and he is absolutely amazing. The whole community. Oh, let's talk about that. What is that? What's that clan? They're always up there in the tournaments. I should have thought about the name before I said anything. What's their name? Final Step. Help me out, guys. They're the best PvP
I don't
group
stock
out
the
there.
PvP. I'm not a PvP groupie like you are.
I'm so sorry, viewers and listeners. I don't have my notes. I don't have any of my notes right now, and I had it written down, and I left it all at work because that's where I do all my notes. Anyways, they come out with this. I saw a YouTube commercial about it, and I was like, oh, a YouTube about World of Warcraft, so let's watch the commercial. And it has all the people on there, you know, Swifty, Hotted, Exario. It has all these names on there, names that I didn't even heard of, but a lot of them I have. And their talents, trees, and they basically made a website, and they're going to tell you how to be the best in World of Warcraft. I was like, awesome.
They're not so big-headed that they have to guard their secrets to stay on top. They're willing to help the little guy. Or is that a lie?
Spoke too soon. So I go on there, all excited. You have to pay monthly to get their information.
If you guys are watching this, and I'm sure this isn't going to win me any fans, and I don't really give a shit. If you guys are watching this, get back to the community. Yes, you can subscribe to Hotted and Swifty stuff to get extra bonuses, but come on.
No, I don't think it's personally them. I think they gave the information out to a director or a producer of a website. Because I don't think these guys help a lot of people on YouTube. I mean, look, I follow all the mages, all of them, and they give so much great advice.
Buttons. What's to follow? Click a fucking button.
Oh, anyways, no. So I think what happened was they got everybody's information and everyone's notes and everyone's thoughts, and they put it on a website, and someone is charging for it. I don't think it's necessarily like.
Don't ever pay for anything that people are going to give you for free.
What? It is official. But you could find it for free on YouTube. The same people are willing to give it to you for free on YouTube. It may not be organized and perfect like the website, but you know, you got to, you know, who's going to pay for something like that?
Well, you know? I think it's about time to wrap it up if nobody has anything else to add. Make sure you check out our website. Thank you for joining us. Make sure you subscribe. We are also on iTunes. There's an audio version only available. Hots, thank you for being on the show. We're definitely going to have you back because you were awesome. Make sure you go to facebook.com/druidsofwow. You like their page. Show them some support and love. Let's show some support for the people on Facebook and in the community that are giving back. People that are giving you World of Warcraft in different levels and ways to be able to enhance your experience. So let's support all these good Facebook groups. Not the ones with ass hats, but, you know, all the other good ones. And I thank you for joining us. We are really excited for some new changes in the show, and hopefully we're going to be a little bit more efficient. If you guys have a question or if you guys have input or comments or anything, feel free to leave a comment below on our YouTube. Inbox us, call us. Don't call me because I won't answer. Send us an email to info@PWNcast. We are here for you. We don't do this for ourselves. We do this for you. So I do want to thank you for joining us, and I have Eli normally does the advice, so I have my own rendition of the end of show advice. I want to make sure that you guys always remember to soulstone yourself and not the healer, port yourself and not the party, and always, always pull the boss before you ready check.
Yes, this is all accurate information.
Yes, definitely.
It might not make you friends, and it might get you kicked out of stuff, but just do it just once.
Yeah, look up number one, right?
YOLO, babe. YOLO.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye.